It's Timu McKinnon here. I love you, Pete. Some of you guys are going to be kind of shocked that I'm so excited for this video. We're going to be covering this new Insta360 Ace Pro 2 photo bundle, ultimate videography, printer setup thing. I honestly don't know what it's all called. Would you guys want a print of this?
So it's like like the old Polaroid, right?
Yeah. I like that, so I'm just gonna click print. You guys will watch it right here. The reason I'm so excited for this, one, I think this is gonna be great for all the people. Like, how many of our parents and aunts and uncles and cousins go to Best Buy, they buy an action camera, they treat the SD card like it's a hard drive, and they don't ever remove the photos and videos off of there. All those people now have the option to basically turn their action camera, their Insta360 Ace Pro 2, into a Polaroid instant type photo camera. I think that's really exciting. What I'm so excited about is we're going to be putting it up against this Fujifilm GFX100RF versus this with the anamorphic lens set up on here. We're gonna do a bunch of XPan photography out here in the beautiful desert. Let's get into it. Oh, wait. What's up? All right, guys, we have 30 minutes of light left, so we gotta move extremely quick. The beautiful Roy's gas station's over there. But we're gonna start over here. Personally, I'm excited to get back home and go through the raw files from this and see what they end up looking like. I'm imagining a world to where we have this with us to, you know, film BTS and stuff, but then I could throw all this together super quick, slap it all on, and then get some XPan shots real quick if I don't have another camera with me that doesn't do XPan type stuff. This might be a worthy print right here, actually. This is a tighter focal length as well. One quirk with the cinematic lens is if you have it on the cinematic lens mode in the menu, you lose the raw image capability. So I'm gonna talk with them and see if they can maybe still let us shoot pure shot plus raw. In the meantime, I'm just gonna tell the Ace Pro 2 that I'm in the regular lens mode and just do 16:9, because that's still giving me a pretty cool preview. Ooh, and then I could crop in too. So the crop, this is an 8K sensor. And so I'm hoping the megapixels still hold up, even with the crop. It's too tight. I am on the XPan mode on the Fujifilm GFX100RF as well. I will be doing a video on this in time. I have a bunch of cool accessories coming in for it first, so. Guys, the moon is gorgeous today. We've been watching the whole way out here. Oh, this is a cool shot. Love it. I am getting a little bit of an anamorphic flare, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna do a shot, a before and after shot with and without the anamorphic lens on there. So let's drive over to that cool car and then we'll do that test. All right, guys, we're just getting started, but I promise there's way more epic XPan photography in comparison to come. But first, let's talk about this printer. So guys, first things first, this just comes right off of there. We'll go over all the setup here, but first, we gotta load up the film, little cartridge thing here. I guess it does like multiple passes over the film. You can see, I think we already have film loaded up into there. I guess it just goes in. Oh, easy enough. Cool, just turn it on. Sounds like a real printer. Well, I guess it is a real printer. Printer connects via Bluetooth. We have a little printer button. So I go into there. Ooh, this is cool. You could choose different frames. So you can either have the image fill out the full paper, or you can do more of a Polaroid type effect. Let's just do the Polaroid type effect. Again, I have the anamorphic lens on. I don't know yet what the de-stretch and all that is. We'll figure that out later in the video. I have a full-on brass shutter button from Owlcrown right up here. So it feels like a regular camera, which is kind of like bizarre, but cool. All right, I'm just gonna take a random shot. So this is just an auto. My little dial up here, I have set to EV exposure. And then this little knob right here will do the zoom. So I could, you can't zoom with the cinematic lens though, as I'm learning. Clicking print, there we go. Look at that. This is gonna be like a quick Polaroid per se, but I still think it's super freaking fun. It's bizarre because this almost feels like, space age tech, but also like vintage retro tech. It's very It's a whole mashup of just things that I wouldn't imagine have existed before. This is pretty sick. Now, sadly, it didn't do the wide print, so I got to figure that out. But for my first print, this is pretty freaking cool. You don't have to shoot with the printer attached. Obviously, that's not realistic all the time. You guys go back to playback and go through all your images, click the 3 little lines on the right over here, and then click print. So you guys can see, this is the frameless print, and then this is the Polaroid print. I need to figure out how to get the wide angle print on here. You guys are seeing the shot directly out of camera and how wide it is compared to what it's printing out. So I'm sure there's gonna be firmware that allows you to do the wider prints. That's what I'm more excited for. Guys, it's okay to have fun with photography. I know it's all like, oh, you gotta buy this and make money off this camera, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Some people just wanna have fun. And that's what this is for. Let me take this phone out of my butt. Ooh, this is hard to frame up right here. Oh, that's a cool little, that's a sick frame. We're getting a little bit of an anamorphic flare right here. Absolutely love that. That's sick. So this is with the anamorphic lens. And this is without. Man, this is wide. It's kind of crazy how wide this can get. I'm really enjoying being able to crop in and out as well. If you do this quickly, it does a quick punch in, but if you go slow and hold it, it'll do, you can like zoom in basically. Yeah, this is actually, I support this. This is cool. I'm all about, you know, everything's so good now. Image quality is so insane. I'm all about making shit now that's just fun. Like just, you know, that's enjoyable. Everything doesn't have to be 100 megapixels, freaking giant, whatever. This is gonna be a really dope XPan camera, actually. I'm feeling better about the bad trade. All right, guys, now that all of our light's gone, let's go over all the accessories. This is actually really freaking cool. So first, it's real easy how this works. This is the Ace Pro 2 itself with the cinematic anamorphic lens on there. I actually don't know what the D-stretch is. Real quick, a little bit more about the cinematic lens. I was told that it was a 1.33x anamorphic lens. And if you guys know me, I absolutely love anamorphics and I get to cover a lot of them. So I had to test it myself and it's more around a 1.1x anamorphic. So right now you guys are looking at the normal lens and the 2.35:1 crop ratio, which is basically, I guess we'll just dumb it down, call it a cinematic crop ratio. And now this photograph you guys are looking at is with the cinematic lens with the 1.1x D-stretch. So you guys can see, yes, it makes it a tiny bit more wider, but more importantly, we're gonna get two upsides. One, it's gonna soften the image a little bit and take that action camera edge off of it and just give a little bit more texture and character. And second, as you guys have been seeing throughout this video and some of the images, it's gonna give you some of those anamorphic flares. So the first piece I will throw on here, our little monitor hood, glue on piece goes onto there, and then it's just magnetic from there, and obviously pops up. There we go. I'm overstimulated. There's a lot of noise right now, guys. This grip right here actually gives you a lot of real estate to hold on to. Simply slides into there, and then you're just gonna plug the USB-C port into there. And this is all rubber and everything, so I'm assuming this is still holding on to a lot of the weather resistance. And then this simply just clicks on. And that's it. That's all it is. The build quality on this is actually great. I'm going crazy with all the noises around me right now, guys. This is what we came here for in this shot right here. The Fuji, the big boy. Too close, way too close. I did talk to them. I asked them if there's a way where they can let us do prints, but with the whole widescreen type look. So we'll hear back from them. And I'm also gonna request for them to give us a way to shoot in RAW while the cinematic lens is on. So we'll see if they can do those firmware updates, because I think that would make it even more enjoyable. But yeah, this GFX100RF is pretty cool as well. Yeah, so when I do the digital crop on the Ace Pro 2, it gets a lot closer to the 28mm equivalent on this GFX. This is really pushing the dynamic range on these systems here. I will say though, with the exposure compensation, one thing that is annoying, when I click it, I don't know if you guys just saw that, it goes into, it brings that up and then you have to do it again. I definitely would enjoy if that didn't have to come up. So if you click it twice though, it goes into the mode. It'd be cool if it just went into the mode on whatever custom mode you have it set to. So guys, I'm just gonna go through all my shots here. I'm gonna print this guy right here. So I'm gonna just click the 3 dots. I like that. So I'm just gonna click print. But overall, the form factor, everything on this, it really is enjoyable, guys. As you guys have been watching, this has kind of been my default right here, using it like a old 6x6 film camera with the top down. And on the Fuji, I can also do something similar to that because the screen does come out just like that. So I can use it in a very similar way. Obviously the image quality, this is a $6,000 medium format, 100 megapixel camera. Of course, the image quality is gonna be better on this, but what has better vibes? You know, what was more fun to shoot with? You guys, they turned the light on. So I have to, I'm gonna go to 640 ISO on the Fujifilm. That's gorgeous, oh my God. We gotta get one on here, of course. They're both fun in different ways. I know when I shoot stuff with this, I can literally do a ginormous print, sell it. I can go into post and manipulate it like crazy. Where this, it's gonna be a little bit more limited because obviously the sensor is a fraction of the size of it. But low key, this was a little bit more fun to use. I don't know. Oh my God. Wow. That's gorgeous. All right. I'm kind of shocked that I enjoy this much. I was excited to try it out. And when I saw it, I was like, that's dope. I want to try that out. And then when I started unpacking everything, I was like, we'll see. And now that I've got to use it, it really was pretty freaking sick to use. This light is insane.
You say you don't love me no more. I said not this again, oh no. This will be the last time, I'm sure. You and I will have this argument.
Do you guys want a print of this?
Oh sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little action camera that prints.
So it's like the old Polaroid, right?
Yeah. I can't believe this F4 lens is showing its uselessness.
I ain't down for giving up now. If you wanted this and showing love now, all these pieces that I'm picking up now. Over that nonsense. What was your conscience? What was your mind when you cut it off for me? What about honesty? You're still my ghost.